You're the intro girl, which is so funny. You're always the one that says it. I be looking like, all right,
Hey guys.
Hi.
Welcome back to the Previously Anxious podcast, or welcome if you're new. Before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Period.
And yeah, today we're going to be ranking the top. Should we do top 10 or top 5? Just our top in general.
Top in general, yeah.
Our top Disney movies from the early 2000s.
And not just like Disney Channel original movies.
Disney Channel original, yeah.
Yeah, the ones that came on TV. So this won't be like a Lilo and Stitch. This won't be like things like that. It'll be more of like,
Even though a lot of people confuse DreamWorks movies with like Disney movies.
It's just not DreamWorks.
Yeah, that's Disney, but I'm saying like some people feel like Shrek is a Disney movie. Absolutely.
Which is insane.
That's a DreamWorks movie. What?
You're reaching.
You're reaching
if you think that.
Oh, and my allergies are going crazy, so I might sneeze a couple of times here and there.
Yeah,
It doesn't take away from my main argument.
Yeah, we push through.
Yes. So we have our list to the side here. I don't know if you guys can see my computer, but it's here, it's locked and loaded, and it's ready. And honestly, it's not just early 2000s movies because, like, for no reason. Like, these are the movies we watched when we were growing up. Early 2000s babies. So if y'all have, like, 90s movies y'all want to share, that's cool. But, like, this is the area, the time period that we were growing up in.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if you have something that we didn't say.
Yeah.
Because we made this list pretty fast. I think it's solid.
Oh, my gosh, I forgot to add one. But, yeah.
Oh, my God. I'm like, which one?
This is one that you probably are going to hate, but I have to talk about it.
I'm like, girl, don't play with me. It better not be.
But anyways, let's start. Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna start from the top of the list. I don't need to go in order, but this one has to be said.
No, let me set this top one.
What? Oh,
Yo! Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior, was single-handedly, to me, and to my homegirls, one of the best Disney Channel original movies. Like, hands down. Brenda Song, like, she did her big one.
No, she
and
did.
she never came back after that.
Yeah.
But she didn't have to.
But I feel like that movie gave us like a cultural awareness that other Disney movies were not doing.
No, like, I feel like this went beyond Pass the Plate.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about Pass the Plate. No, Pass the Plate went crazy. That was also like Disney was doing a little bit for culture.
Culturally, they were definitely kind of stepping out a bit, but I feel like this was a very, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but this was the first, I want to say, Asian-centered movie that they made on Disney Channel.
At least during our time.
Yeah,
I don't know what was going on in the 90s.
Because this was like Asian down.
Yeah.
Like the whole cast. Culture-wise.
They were getting deep into it.
I was like, this eats.
Yeah, what?
This eats. So I'm like, I don't know.
No, they ate down.
They did their big one with that.
They did. No, that was a good one. And honestly, I wish I could say more, but it's like nothing to even be said. Like if you watch that movie, you know how impactful it was. That was such a good movie.
The man that she ended up meeting was so fine to me. I was like, it's time to go get him up.
Yeah, I'm like, he was fine.
He was fine. Her learning how to fight. So I've always liked Karate Kid as well. I love movies where people learn how to fight.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Yeah, not too much. That was a good one.
That was really good.
And it's one that people just never bring up when they're talking about Disney movies. They never talk about that movie.
Also, I want the tea on why Wendy Wu never got a part 2. That should have had a part 2.
They can make a whole Wendy Wu series right now if they
could if they wanted to.
They actually should.
And it would eat.
Yeah.
So like this is us pitching that idea. Make a Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior series.
Yeah. Or do you think they could make like an American Dragon Jake Long TV?
We can't get into that.
I know.
No, because like guys, if you know me, like, oh my gosh, one of my first like cartoon crushes. Yeah.
You had a crush on Jake Long? I don't remember that.
Real bad.
Okay, yeah.
Real bad. He was a bad team
at that time. You were like Danny Phantom down.
I was, but it kind of like the crossover.
Yeah.
They were not that far off.
They really weren't.
They were not that far off. Yeah. He was something for the girls. Yeah. Him and the dragon. Yeah. I was like, oh, this is giving me something.
But anyways, yeah, that one was good. The Proud Family movie.
Oh my gosh, like talk about culture significance.
That movie, we recently rewatched. We did. Watched that movie like maybe 2 years ago, which is recent for us. Because before then we hadn't watched it in a minute.
Yeah.
first of all, let me just talk. I'm going to talk about how I felt about that movie as a child and then how I feel about it now.
Right.
As a kid, obviously, that was like one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
But that guy that got burnt by the sun, whatever it was
traumatizing.
That was so scary.
It was traumatizing. Let's be so for real.
That was haunting me in my dreams.
Yeah.
That was actually insane. And rewatching that as an adult, though, that was absolutely hilarious. It was like honestly kind of ridiculous that they added that in there.
I think honestly, like the Proud Family was just such a good show on Disney.
Yeah.
So it only made sense for them to make a movie, and I think they should have made more.
Yeah.
While the series was out. But that movie from start to finish was so funny because even how like they end up on the island, but doesn't it start with them trying to get into that dance class?
Yeah, they're like auditioning for the guy's like music video.
Yeah.
And his name is like Lil Sid, something like that.
Yeah. Who played him?
I don't know, but it was somebody. Was it Lil Wayne?
Absolutely not. It was like Bow Wow or something.
It was somebody. Yeah.
Okay, hold on, y'all.
That show was so good.
It was really good.
No, because now I'm thinking about like different episodes. That was so good for the culture. And it wasn't like, I feel like sometimes they make Black TV shows and it's so corny and so unrealistic.
Yeah.
That one was realistic. You found it?
It was Omarion. Omarion.
I knew it was somebody older. I was like, it wasn't Bow Wow.
Yeah.
But I mean, are Mario and Bow Wow like the same age? Close
And
to
see, that's what I'm saying. These are things we have to discuss off air before we look stupid.
No, but like I always picture Bow Wow as like a kid. I don't know why.
No, he's definitely.
I don't think him and Omarion are the same age.
No,
I don't think so.
they're that far off. No, Omarion.
Wait, hold on. So now I got to think of this.
Wait,
hold on. We're so off topic, but
guys, how old? What's the age difference?
Omarion is 40.
That makes sense, and I was gonna guess that.
Bow Wow has to be like
38. See, I told you.
What?
Yeah, I'm like they were around the same time.
I just always like I don't know. Anyways,
it was Omarion.
It was Omarion, but it was just so good. Yeah, they auditioned for like the little dance, and like her dad just wasn't going for it. The dad was the funniest.
Yeah, he was the funniest person on the show. Like, yeah.
For sure.
And then
it was Sugar Mama.
Yeah. She was.
And his whole family bloodline was hilarious.
Yeah.
But
I found the twins a little unnecessary. That's just me.
Yeah, but I mean, they were there.
They were there. They were ever so present.
Yeah.
I thought the dog had better screen time.
The dog was hilarious.
Yeah.
The Spanish guy that liked the grandmother was hilarious.
Yeah.
No, the grandmother was obsessed with him. He didn't like her.
Oh,
I remember
God.
that. La Cienega?
Her friends were really diabolical.
Her friend. No. The short one, what, Dejanique? Was that
Yeah,
her
I think
name?
that was her name, yeah.
Whatever her name was. She was a real
She
one.
was a real one. And Zoe was kind of a real one.
Yeah, Zoe was real.
Yo, wait.
I watched recently, like, this video of this girl talking about, like, how come every single time
I was just about to say that.
there was a black show, the white friend in the black show was always a redhead.
Why was that?
I think because they're the realest out.
Okay, maybe
I
so.
think we get along with redheads.
I think so.
That they have something. It
Like
wasn't going to be
camaraderie
like
or
a
something.
blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl.
No, because it really is in like every TV show. It's like
that's
they're
so
going to have a
Raven.
white friend. They're going to
She's
be.
going to be a redhead.
That's so Raven.
Yeah.
Proud Family. What's another example of that?
We'll think about it. We'll come back. But yeah,
It's there.
it's there. But La Cienega was diabolical. But what's crazy is that growing up, I really loved her name. And looking back, it's like La Cienega, isn't that like a famous boulevard in LA?
I
It's
always
like a
knew that there
street.
was something so wrong about it.
Like there was something very ghetto about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But I ate it up. I'm like, period. La
Her and what, Dejanique?
Dejanique, I mean, that was obvious.
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
La
at the
Cienega
end,
had like a little, it had something to it.
it had a little spice.
Yeah,
I was
something,
like,
something.
ooh, let's
Yeah.
The boy, I forgot what his name. What's his name? DJ? Something like
It was
that.
something like that. I'm like,
Oh my
bro.
gosh, no, this is hurting me.
Yeah, I'm like, choose
Yeah,
your
grab one. Proud
Yes.
family character.
Oh, and the Ashy Girls.
Last year. Oh my gosh, La Cienega Boulevard.
That was her name.
Her name is La Cienega Boulevardes. That is so. See, this is what I'm talking about. When you have a black show created by black creators, that is hilarious.
That's really funny.
Because I would have never. Yeah, Dejanay. I said we would say Dejanique. Her name is Dejanay.
DJ, okay, sorry.
Dejanay, where is the boy? His name was Sticky.
Oh,
I said, what was his name? DJ?
you are so obvious. Like, do we even watch?
His name was Sticky.
I don't remember that. To be fair, I don't remember that.
by Orlando Brown. Yeah, because these and they would be like sticky. Like, no, that I love them. I love them.
Brown was the one who played?
Yeah, I remember that. Wizard Kelly was one of my favorite.
Yeah.
And then the Ashy triplets or like the ones that were Ashy. Now that was this was it.
It was a good show, but also it was a really good it was a good movie, y'all.
Poppy Boulevardes. That was the one that Sugar Mama loved Poppy. You remember?
Okay, girl.
No, yeah. Anyways, we didn't even talk about the peanuts in the freaking movie. The dance break.
The dance break was iconic. Yeah, it was iconic.
The dad being obsessed with this peanut thing that he was trying.
He
to
was
sell.
always obsessed with like success and trying to like make money, and I just felt really bad for him because he finally like cracked the code.
Yeah, he did.
And also his obsession with peanuts was very interesting.
It was very.
It was. I don't know. There was a lot of lore behind the Proud Family that I felt like was very okay.
Okay,
There was something in there.
Love that movie down.
All right, time to move on, guys, because I'm like, I hope that I'm saying this the right way. Do y'all remember the Xenon movies? Y'all know what I'm talking about? The movies where they went to space. It was Homegirl, whose name, I don't remember if she became famous after this, but I know Raven Simone was in them.
Mm-hmm.
They were just good to me. I don't remember a single plot. I don't remember what they were doing in space. I just knew their outfits were cute. Mm-hmm. And the name Xenon was kind of like, okay.
And what's crazy is that that's for you and our other sister to talk about, because I literally have no recollection of those movies. I just remember the name Xenon. I do not remember anything that went on. And that just made me realize I don't remember it even more.
That's crazy.
I definitely don't remember them looking like that.
Girl, the 21st century. Yeah, I think it was like, it's definitely like it came out in 1999. So this is a way older.
That was young.
It was very futuristic for the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like you have to give an honorable mention because that one was pretty big. Mm-hmm. All right, what's next?
Jumping.
You have a different list than I do.
No, I'm just moving around.
Jumping.
That movie was good. And then period again for the blacks.
Yeah, they did it for the inner city kids.
They did it for the inner city kids.
Yeah.
Because he had a jump rope and a dream. And that was it.
Yes, he did.
All of them. They had a jump rope and a dream. And wasn't he like a boxer during that? Wasn't he a boxer?
I don't remember. Oh my gosh, it was something like that. It was like a crossover.
Because he was doing that, like, it was one of those, like, that's your dream, Dad.
Yeah. Whatever. Iconic Disney trope.
And then there was, like, the guy that he was fighting was, like, really angry.
Mm-hmm. Girl,
we're talking about the same movie. We have to be.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that we are, because that's why he started
that's when he started jump roping.
All I know is that once again, it's an example of a Disney star who did their big one and then disappeared, because that was an excellent movie.
That was such a good movie.
That was an excellent movie. It was so interesting.
Was Keke Palmer the girl in that movie?
Yeah, she was.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she was the girl. It was so good. Everything she touched during that time turned to gold.
Yeah, come on now.
So obviously it was going to be good. But Corbin Bleu, shout out.
Yeah, he ate. He carried.
He carried his
the Red Hot Chili Steppers.
Yeah.
Or is that the team they were going against? You see, it's so much stuff. We haven't seen these movies in so long.
Yeah.
But like, I just remember that.
That was really diabolical for you to bring that.
That was good.
Wait, were they stepping?
No,
it was just
like jumping.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, I could have sworn it was that.
You know, I was looking at I saw like a TikTok where they were like using like stunt doubles or whatever, and it was like really interesting.
Oh my gosh, it was so obvious.
Why did they do that? Early Disney, why were they always using like the craziest like...
Yeah, it would be like a kid at first, and then it would switch to like a grown woman. And it's like, we never even peeped.
But we didn't catch it.
No, we didn't catch it at all.
It worked.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Jump In.
Yeah.
Very good. Mm-hmm. I don't even want to go too much on this. Everybody knows the High School Musical 1 to 3, obviously. I mean, what are we going to... I mean...
It was such a time, and I think that me growing up and Sharpay being my favorite character in those movies really told me a lot about my personality.
I think so.
I think that how could you watch those movies and Sharpay is not your favorite character?
Oh. I think a lot of people were here for Gabriella. Yeah, I think a lot of people were here for her. She was like the protagonist. Obviously, Sharpay was the quote-unquote villain, which in reality, she just liked that guy before Homegirl even showed up.
She was there for him before that.
Yeah.
But it's like, how? Especially as the movies like progress, her outfits get better. The songs that she sings are like always the best songs in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, I just felt like she ate down.
Well, she definitely did. But you know what I mean? Like, I think since like society trains young women to not be full of themselves.
And see, that's
like, that's villainous.
I was like, oh, she's the diva.
She's a baddie.
She's the star of the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I understood why Troy didn't like her because then she got diabolical.
Yeah.
Like, you can't force someone to like you.
Well, for sure.
But as far as everybody else in the school, y'all are just haters. The song that they sing, I think it's in the third movie when they're in the cafeteria. It is her and her brother singing it.
Oh,
I think it's what I Want It All. Is that the song?
Yeah.
No, but I feel like there was another song that they sang at that time too.
That's the only one I know.
I don't know. It was a song they sang together. They sang a song together literally every single movie.
Her and her like twink brother.
Yeah.
He was so gay. I would say gave that to him in the movie.
In the movie. I thought it was weird then at the end when they tried to make him and the girl with the glasses get together.
It was like, so random because also she was giving gay to me as well.
She was. Like, she was
they would just put the two gay people together.
Like, what?
The gay boy and the lesbian together. I was like, all right, Disney, we see you.
We see you. What? I thought it was like that whole point of his character was for him to be like.
That was
gay.
messy.
Yeah.
Some parents were complaining about that. They were like, don't even leave it out for like.
Yeah, don't even.
Didn't like that.
Speaking of, I'm sorry, this is like off key. I know we had to like do this. I said off key. This is off topic.
Mm-hmm.
SpongeBob coming out as gay when Squidward was right there is actually really diabolical.
I don't know why that happened.
I don't even know why. I feel like growing up in middle school, people used to always say SpongeBob was gay. Where's the evidence?
He never gave that to me.
He never gave that.
Also, he liked Sandy.
Literally.
Yeah.
SpongeBob was just like chipper. If anything, you can say he was like, no, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
If anything, he just gave like quirky.
Yeah.
He had a quirky personality, but he never gave gay.
He didn't give gay to me.
Squidward and Squilliam were literally exes. Yeah. They were literally exes. Squidward with his whole like his vibe. He can't stand anyone.
Yeah,
he's better than everybody else.
Because they made him like a messy, like cliche kind of gay.
They made him a messy gay.
Yeah, they made him a messy.
He was always stirring stuff up. The episode where he gets like everyone in the town and makes fun of SpongeBob.
Yeah,
like it's him moving to that little what's it called? The little neighborhood.
Oh yeah,
little tricycle.
Yeah,
with his sunglasses.
Yeah, he's doing like yoga and like things like that. Yeah, in his little community, his gated community, his obsession with the clarinet and arts.
And
I'm like, quit
art,
playing with
and him being like. So him and Squilliam just battling it out. Him trying to be in House Fancy.
No, because that's what I'm saying. There was a diva right there.
There was a diva
and they
right
skipped
there.
over him and went to SpongeBob. It's like we're gonna make. I guess they felt like SpongeBob being gay would make more noise, but Squidward was the gay one.
Squidward was literally gay.
Squidward was the gay one.
And I was more into that. Anyways, okay, yeah, let's get back
because that's. I mean, that needed to be said.
Yeah,
right for that.
Okay.
Halloween Town. Come on.
No.
Yes, Halloween Town. Oh my gosh. How many movies were there?
At this point, like maybe 5.
Like let's say like 1 to 4, 1 to 5, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I remember when we first discovered the Halloween Town movies.
Yeah.
So good.
So good.
So good. They were so good. They came on like every year, Disney.
Yeah.
And also, like, I feel like people hate it when they switch the last girl at the end. It was still good.
It was still.
I don't care what
we still tuned in.
We still tuned in.
Halloween Town was so good.
It was really good.
Oh my gosh, it was so good.
They were witches?
They were witches, yeah. Which, knowing our background, I was surprised that Mom.
Well, yeah. Yeah, true.
She was like, okay, you guys can watch Harry Potter? No.
Yeah.
Halloween Town, period. And when they switched, dare I say, my favorite movie was like the last one with the evil twin sisters were like Asian or something.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but no, because people were so bad. They're like, oh, she's not the same girl, which I don't know I don't know why the other girl didn't come back.
Yeah.
But they put a really I like the girl, but they put in her spot because she was also doing other Disney movies at the time.
Mm-hmm.
She ate. The movie was good. It was actually really good. I could watch that movie.
No, I need to go back and watch them.
I need to watch that movie. I should have watched it. I should have watched them for like the last Halloween.
Yeah.
I'll be doing it this Halloween.
Yeah, because that was like literally we were very like it's Halloween time to watch like The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Time to watch Halloween Town.
Yeah.
All of those. The one where the girl, the other movie with the 3 witches, one of them is Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That movie.
I don't know where my brain is right now.
I don't know either.
I'm like that one.
That one. Y'all know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Great movies. And we would watch them every year.
Yeah. Now I'm like, what is the name of that movie?
It's called I literally just, this past Halloween, I watched it. I watched it with Grandma.
It was actually so good, though. I didn't watch the second one, though, that came out.
No, the newest one that came out.
F it.
But people thought it was good.
I'm sure it was, but I'm like, it'll come to me.
Yeah.
That was a really good movie, whatever that was.
Mhm.
Oh, that was a really good movie.
No, but was that a Disney movie?
It was a Disney movie.
Oh,
right?
okay, yeah, period.
And yeah, that should be on here. If we could think of the name, we'll put it on here.
Yeah.
Next.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Sky High.
Oh my gosh.
Had me wanting to go to a high school for superpowers with the Malikas.
Oh my gosh, y'all. The Malikas were in that movie. Like, that was a really
The guy, now we're talking about Disney crushes.
Yeah.
The guy with the black hair with the bust down.
Oh, the Bob.
Basically.
Girl, not the bust down Bob.
The bust down Bob, that was my man.
Was he like the fire guy?
Yeah, he was the one that had like a temper tantrums, and of course his superpower was fire.
Was fire, yeah. So cliche. What? Yeah, he was doing something. He was
And the
serving
main
something.
character guy, his superpower, wasn't he a sidekick? Like his superpower didn't kick in until
I felt like, yeah, because wasn't it like super strength or something?
it was something like that.
Shout out to us talking about all these movies, having never like seen them. Well, like haven't seen them in a long time. We didn't do
We didn't even freshen up. I thought that I knew like the plot to all these movies.
yeah, but I mean the plot doesn't matter. It's the fact that we still feel it like 20 years later.
Yeah.
No, his power was super strength though. I swear I remember that.
The Ivy girl.
Yeah, that
With her.
girl was in a lot of movies at that time.
She was.
She was definitely like Miss Disney.
For a second.
And then, but it was like she was like his best friend.
Yeah.
And he didn't know that she was there all along because he was liking that other girl in the movie. Remember?
No, I thought he liked her the whole
No,
time.
it was another girl that had came into the movie that he liked.
Now I literally have.
I'm like, no, remember? Because she was definitely,
I remember she was there, but I wanted her to get with the fire guy, didn't she?
Ooh.
Hold on a second, because what are we talking about? What movie was he liked what? Oh, okay, I see.
I swear another girl came into the movie that was
Oh
giving
my
them a
gosh, and I
hard time.
forgot his dad was like
His dad was the hero. He came into this with no power.
with no powers, and his dad was like big boss. Like,
Oh,
superhero.
that's so crazy.
His dad was like all might.
Basically, yeah.
He
was
shout
giving
out my
Minoria
hero
vibes.
academia.
Yeah. Loser.
Loser. The girl with the gerbils with the purple hair. That's who I was talking. Let me see her. She like could talk to animals. I swear the Ivy girl and the fire guy got together.
You might be onto something.
That's when if not, it's because
You might be
like I knew how to write a good plot.
No, she definitely did start liking him. But I swear she liked the other guy in the beginning.
Yeah. No, 100%. And now I'm looking at the fire guy with the bust down, and I'm like, how did I? But period. Sky High was that movie. It was that movie.
It was really, really good. Like, definitely for me, I'm putting it up in my top 5. Come on, Disney movies of all time. Sky High deserves.
Okay.
It might be the only Disney
rank
movie.
at the very end. We forgot to say that in the beginning, but we're ranking at the very end.
We're going through the list, and then we're going to be able to rank them. But
Yeah.
it was like the only Disney movie with powers. Like, I feel like that one, in that sense, like you have to put that up there. It was super original, never been done before.
And I have to think about it. I have to finish, and I had to think about it because there's some heavy hitters on this.
Whatever.
That's not our fault.
Next,
Twitches.
don't even get me started.
Twitches. Did they have a third one, or is it just 1 and 2?
1 and 2.
Okay, yeah, we'll put both of those together. That movie ate down. We're talking about powers.
Come on, yeah,
the
that was
freaking dark cloud that was
the darkness that was coming for them the
that
whole
was coming
time.
for them.
And then their dad being stuck in the darkness and them having to
Their
get him
dad
out.
was literally the darkness. Like it was their uncle, or like their dad or their uncle was the darkness.
But they had to free their dad from the darkness because like he like captured the dad or something. It was something like that.
Like it was literally a face and like
Y'all, let's start off with the fact that they were twins that had never met.
that was like I was literally going to sleep praying every night. Like, Lord, please let me have a twin out there somewhere.
Not that. That's so funny.
Yeah.
But same.
Like,
I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. Also, I feel like they did their big one for like Black people and like kind of like, I don't really want to say like sci-fi, but like kind of like sci-fi mixed with like horror, you know?
I guess, yeah. I guess,
Yeah, I mean, usually like when I'm thinking back to all the little Halloween movies, it was no Black leads.
Yeah, it was no Black people.
It wasn't. Not
so.
a
Yeah,
lead.
that's
It was
I
like a
wouldn't
Black
say
bestie.
horror, but I would say just like Halloween movies.
You weren't the age I was when it came out because I was terrified of Twitches. I was terrified of Twitches.
The darkness was literally scary, but the rest of the movie was just so good.
It was so good. And then shout out one of them being rich, one of them being poor.
Yes, but then the one being poor basically being like better, honestly.
Well, it's always like that.
She was like, yeah.
It's always like that.
Yeah.
I think if you grow up rich, you might have the potential to suck.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, and poor people should be compensated for the life that they've had to live.
They should be. And then there are the two people that ended up getting married in the second movie, but they're like people that would like come and help them or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love them too.
I really love them. And them like having a wedding. That was
it's crazy because I think it's so many movies that we're seeing now that like people are redoing. Mm-hmm. Not just really in Disney, but just like all across the board, people are making like remakes. Yeah. But they're not touching the ones that I think actually would be good if they did.
The ones that I feel like could be an easy remake.
Yeah, Twitches
like,
is an
I
easy
feel
remake.
like Twitches could really be in a way where like it's easy to make that movie.
Well, the issue is if they tried to remake Twitches, they would F it up completely. Yeah. Because first of all, I don't even think they get actual twins. Genuinely, like the way that people are moving right now, it's like they try to remake it, but they're like young people really don't want it. They haven't seen the first one. They wouldn't care if they show up if it's something more identical.
But literally, me thinking Liv and Maddie were twins. What's her name in real life? Dove Cameron.
Dove Cameron.
I thought that there was two of her. I was so sick when I
did her big one.
No, she did her big one because I was convinced.
Yeah, she did. I never watched that show.
I watched it like a couple of times. Mm-hmm. It was like at the end of like my time.
Everyone loved it, but I never watched it. But yeah,
she was really good at acting because that was two people.
Oh my gosh. You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna say this off camera.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I just saw something about her and it was like really sad. But yeah, off camera.
But no, Twitches was really good.
Twitches was excellent, and I mean they could even come back and reprise.
Not only are they twins, they're like princesses of like a different place. And the mom was so beautiful. She was growing up. I was like, oh, she's gorgeous. Like the most beautiful.
And they had to like step into like the portal to get to the kingdom of whatever.
And what's crazy is that she played their. I literally just saw this on a post. She played their mom in that movie, and she's literally only like 7 years older than them.
You know, she always did look really young.
Yeah,
she did look really young even in the movie. Yeah, she did, and that's also
like, she looked like a young mother.
Yeah.
No, but she looked at least like 15 years, like young mother.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's because they had her in them old clothes.
You mean a princess dress?
No, she was in them old. She was in them old
rags.
They had her dressed like the Queen of England, but like in a not a good way.
Yeah.
I
don't know why they did her like that.
They did her foul.
That's actually so freaking ugly.
With that hairstyle. That hairstyle was devious. Okay. Obvious one.
Oh, yeah.
Cheetah Girls.
So, Cheetah Girls?
That was a whole production.
It was a whole...
I would put that up there with the likes of like Nemo and Lilo and Stitch. Because we're talking about like the Disney shows that just came on TV.
Yeah.
But I feel like Cheetah Girls went up so much.
Yeah.
Like, dare I say, we could look it up. I feel like they released one of the movies in theaters. Like,
maybe.
It was up there with the likes of those.
Cheetah Girls to me is like, once again, definitely in my top 5.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it yet, but.
Has to be.
Yeah. Too good. Number 1, 2, 3. I don't care what anybody says.
Everybody loves 2 Down.
2 is really good.
No, 2 was good, but I'm a number 3 fan. What's crazy about me, guys, I'll say this, because that's why I don't try to force anyone to agree with me.
Yeah.
I always like the one in the trilogy or the part 5 movies. I always like the one that everybody hates. And
which is always number 3.
It's always number 3.
Arguably, yeah.
No, literally, Twilight number 3 was literally my favorite going up until I got some sense and I realized number 2 was the best movie.
Yeah. Number 2 is typically the best in trilogies. Same thing with High School Musical, but you like High School Musical 3.
Yeah, I loved High School Musical 3.
I think it's because, in my opinion, when they make the third movie, it's always the biggest reach.
Yeah.
They do something that's really kind of a little bit far off from the other 2.
Yeah.
And also like even bigger in production, thinking like, even like High School Musical.
But you're a Shrek 2 girly.
I'm a number 2 movie.
Was like the biggest flop of like the century.
Shrek 2?
Shrek 2 with Justin Timberlake and them going to get...
That's not Shrek 2.
Oh, that's Shrek 3?
That's Shrek 4. Wait.
No, it's not.
Okay, no, it's Shrek 3. It's Shrek 3.
That's Shrek 3, yeah. No, that's Shrek 2.
The one where he meets Puss in Boots. Stop playing. No, the number 2 is the best one, girl, when he changes it to the horse. Yes, that's number 2. Or the real guy and don't keep it from the horse.
Shrek 3. Shrek the Third is the one when he goes against Arthur the Third.
I don't think that was better than number 2. I just thought it was good. I didn't know everybody hated Shrek 3.
Everybody hated Shrek 3 down. It like never comes on TV. And when it does, it's like like what?
I don't know why they didn't have to hate it that hard.
No, they completely wiped it from like the Shrek universe.
Yeah, that's what happens. It's just I think it was just Justin Timberlake. I think he
I've seen that.
it, and it just
No, literally, I rewatched that movie recently, and I was cracking up.
It was
this
good.
Is a funny movie.
Shrek 3 was good.
The Shrek 2 might have been
They
best
couldn't
one.
top Shrek 2 though.
Yeah,
like
Shrek 2
number 2 is always the best.
But
one.
Shrek 4 almost went toe to toe. The one
Shrek
when
4 was really good. Yeah, that was really good.
that was a really funny
That was really
movie
good.
with the rest of the ogres.
Yeah, that was
What?
was a really good one.
That movie was
Girl, how did we get on Shrek?
okay. Anyway, fine. Cheetah Girls. Cheetah Girls.
Finish this dang list.
Okay, yeah. Cheetah Girls. I was a Cheetah Girls 3 fan, and the girls just really didn't.
No, because I think facts. Number 2 was definitely really good. It was fun. It was the first out of town. They went to Barcelona.
Yeah.
It was really good. I feel like that was really Miss Chanel's movie. But I feel like number 3, Bollywood.
That's what I'm saying. I think I just like movies. Like, I'm here for the culture.
I'm here for the culture.
I'm here for the culture, and they were in big India.
Yeah, they were in big India, not
They
the little
were
one.
not the little one.
Not the little one. Come
No,
on.
they were in India.
Yeah.
And I was like,
doing their thing. I was like,
introduction to Bollywood.
yeah.
I said, oh, they're eating down.
No, because the dances,
The
girls, the
love
jewelry,
interests, the jewelry, the outfits, where they were staying, the location, their little house, their little place that they stayed in. I was like, oh, it's
no. I'm like, get me to India.
I said,
That's
this
how
is
I
the
felt.
land of dreams.
This is the land of dreams.
Take me to the Taj Mahal. Like, what?
And that's what I'm talking about. I think we definitely always liked the Disney movies that brought out another culture.
That brought out the culture, yeah.
It was really beautiful, honestly.
Yeah, because everything else is boring.
And don't even get me started. The song in that one, isn't that Dance Me If You Can? When they were competing at the end.
Oh, yeah, they
whose
were
side
like-
was y'all on? Because it was Aqua, it was Chanel,
Dorinda.
and Dorinda.
Yeah.
And so one was
Why
the
did they
dancer.
name that girl Dorinda?
Everything about it, all of the names were just very interesting. But it's really, I think Chanel was the one who won, right?
I think so.
Was she the singer?
Girl.
She was the singer. Aqua was the actor. Dorinda was the dancer, and they were all trying to be in this movie and fight for a part.
Yeah.
And they chose Chanel because she was definitely dating the guy, and that's why they chose Chanel.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm thinking about casting somebody in a movie. I'm probably gonna go with the best actor.
Probably, yeah. No,
you're not gonna choose a dancer.
And
That
I'm
just
thinking,
makes
and I'm like, did they choose Aqua?
No,
They
girl,
chose
they chose Chanel
Chanel. They
because she
chose
was dating
Chanel.
the guy.
Yeah.
He was one of the judges.
Yeah, he was.
I remember that because I was like,
I remember because it was so sad.
It was
Like,
really sad
they were
for the
fighting for their lives trying to get that part.
They were trying to get, but
and then
also
when she was picked, it was like, dang.
It was a
to
division.
me, the best song was when they're going separate ways.
Oh yeah,
That sad song, I literally can't even remember how it goes. I just remember that being the best part of the movie. Because it's she gets picked, and then the other two girls, they have to leave India. Everybody's leaving.
It was really good, but I can't think of it for some reason. I'm only thinking of High School Musical.
Yeah.
I gotta go my own way. That's what came in my head.
I gotta go. What about us?
Oh please.
What about everything we've been through? You know I never meant to hurt you. What about me?
Come on.
What am I supposed to do? I gotta leave, but I miss you. She was, yeah.
You're welcome.
She put her foot down. She said, I'm finna stand up and I'm leaving this man. One strike.
Leah, please.
She wasn't playing with him. What?
No. Yeah.
Everybody talks about the song, that song, and then they talk about the I don't dance, I know you can. But what it should have been, the song where he's on that golf course, that was I remember watching that movie growing up. You and Lauren hated that song. I ate that song up. It would come on and I'm doing the full
I
dance.
hated it when it came out.
What?
I appreciate it now.
Yeah.
But when it came out, I was like, get this mess out of here.
No, that song ain't.
I couldn't understand why that even had to happen in the movie.
I keep going on different segues and I really don't want to. But one of the best Disney songs to come out of a Disney TV show, a Disney movie. And what's crazy is that I didn't think this when this song first came out. But growing up, I really matured and I realized.
What are you talking about?
Boyfriend by Big Time Rush.
How does that go?
You're looking for a boyfriend.
Oh, girl,
I see that.
please. Isn't that Nickelodeon?
This is why I need to stop with these segues. This is why I need to be stopped. What?
That's really crazy of you. That's really crazy. They were definitely Nickelodeon.
What?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, what am I even talking about?
I don't know. Stick to the script.
No, like, I need to stick to the script for real.
That is so funny.
Where did that even come from?
Girl, that is so funny.
What?
No, they were definitely Nick. So yeah, that whole statement.
No, like, that's so embarrassing. We need to move on quickly. Quickly, lemonade mouth.
Okay, y'all. Okay, because now we can really talk about the good songs.
Yeah, we could talk about songs, yeah.
Lemonade Mouth.
Sorry, I'm like sniffling. For the people who are like watching this with headphones in, people who are streaming on Spotify, I'm so sorry.
No, it's allergy season. And they don't have the AC on in my apartment building. Yeah. So we've been having to leave the windows open. So it's like now we're getting infected like all over again. It's really bad.
No, so
Lemonade Mouth. Excellent. Mm-hmm. Excellent. I keep saying it, so let me not be the one to say it. I just know it's going to end up high on my list. That
one was really good because the music ate. I think like almost every song in Lemonade Mouth.
No skips. There were no skips.
Determinate.
Oh, seeing like y'all don't want me to sing that. Queen Bridget Mendler.
Yeah.
She was an icon.
No, but the Indian girl in that movie ate down. Mm-hmm. What? See, this I was a fan. I was Team India growing up.
True.
Because freaking J-Ho for the Pussycat Dolls, you couldn't tell me. The Life of Pi was like my favorite movie. Mm-hmm. Y'all are probably laughing at me, but like, this was the only stuff that I had. Yeah, like you can't say like, oh, you don't know. I really didn't know. Yeah. But everything that came out that was Indian when I was growing up, I said, oh, they ate that.
No,
like they actually ate that,
and they did.
Like
no, like you have to give them their guts. Like you got to give them more like credit where it's due.
I was on her side.
Yeah,
that movie. That was literally we're sisters in arms.
Yeah, no, she definitely.
Her song was my favorite one, but not.
It was the best one.
What song was it?
The one where she was on stage and she had to change because
because she's like, it's like,
oh my gosh, what was that song?
Oh gosh, the one where she's like. Because she was so quiet, and then she gets on that stage.
I swear on any other day, the song would come to my head naturally.
Telling you, it's like as soon as we got the camera out, it's like, no.
Everything was disappearing.
I haven't eaten today.
Yeah, we need to eat after this for sure.
Lemonade Mouth song.
I'm going to order a pizza.
And then turn out the music somebody. Oh, she's so good.
Yes, that's so
over. That song got me. You can look, but you won't see the girl I used to be. Because she's so good. No, that should have been on like an album.
That should have been. I mean, it was on the Lemonade Mouth album.
Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, yeah, I think she could sing it. Yeah, no, she could sing it.
It's not right Kelly Clarkson, but you know what I mean.
Okay, so you can only be wrong so many times in one episode before you have to keep moving on. So we just you're saying a whole bunch.
So humiliating. No, like what?
You have to start from the Proud Family in the whole conversation with. Think of who did you think that was? The guy who played that.
Lil Wayne. Hey, I wasn't off. His name was like Lil Cent, like 50 Cent and Lil Wayne put together.
You thought that was his name in the movie, though. Or did you think that's
his name? Is his name even Lil Cent? Because that would be so embarrassing. Now I'm gonna go back.
Guys, we were just here for a good time.
No, we really were because they're showing like the new characters. I don't know these folks.
I never watched the new one.
Me either. Proud Family.
We gotta do the movie. God, Lemonade Mouth was so
his name was 15 Cent.
See, yeah, you were close.
Instead of 50 Cent. That's just like
15 Cent is crazy.
Yeah, that's humiliating.
That was that was a gag. Girl, we gotta move down on this.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Stuck in the Suburbs. Stuck in the Suburbs was a really good movie. That's the one with Brenda Song.
Yeah, and it was good, especially if you were actually stuck in. And that girl who was doing her run on Disney Channel.
She was doing her run during that time. We put this on here, but you know what we did not put on here?
What?
Another Cinderella story. Another Cinderella story.
Oh my gosh. Wait, we have to finish talking about Stuck in the Suburbs first, and then we'll go to another Cinderella story.
Okay.
Stuck in the Suburbs was really good because that girl, I just remember that scene because I saw it recently on Instagram.
Yeah.
When Brenda Song gags the main character.
What'd she say?
Because she's like, and you're a liar. Like, she says something. The girl was like lying about her life. Do you remember that part?
You know, this is the one thing that we have on here, but I don't remember that much about.
I remember because...
They meet like a famous guy, right?
Yeah.
And take him around the suburbs.
Nah, I don't know about all that. It's hard. Yeah, this girl, but she was trying to like.
She was lying about her life. She was
lying about her life like constantly. And Brenda Songs is like, she's supposed to be the one, like the villain in the movie, but she was actually right the whole time.
Yeah.
But she gags her like in the middle of the movie.
You know, we be calling her Brenda Songs, and Brenda Songs.
Brenda Songs.
I think that's just something that Black people do.
Yeah, I think
we gonna add an S at the end of everything.
At the end of absolutely everything.
At the end of everything.
But yeah, that movie went crazy. But
oh my gosh, another Cinderella story with Selena and Drew Seeley. I want to say that's his name.
Oh my gosh, he was in Stuck in the Suburbs.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah.
No, because he was that guy.
He was that guy.
I don't care what anybody says. I watched that and I was like, wow.
No, that might actually be like my number one.
No, I hate to say it. No, I just had to throw that out there. That was it. Ate.
That was so good. The dancing,
the scene where they're in the studio and they're both on different sides of the studio, and the mirror is dividing them, and they're hitting the same moves.
They're hitting. Oh gosh, the music in that movie. The scenes, the drama, everything.
Excellent.
Even all the actors.
All the acting, the singing, the dancing. It was a top tier Disney movie.
It was top tier.
Another Cinderella story is a top tier Disney movie. Yeah. This is a
top tier, top level puss.
Top level puss. It's non-negotiable.
Yeah.
That's just that. I believe that. It's in the top 5. I said
that's like one of my only like Cinderella remakes that I like. Because people like
might be the only one. I don't like any of them.
People like the other one, you know,
with Hillary.
Yeah,
is that her? Was her name Hillary?
I think her name was
Hillary Duff.
Hillary Duff. Yeah, people like the one with Hillary Duff. But I don't like that one.
I don't like that one. I don't like any live action Cinderella movie besides the one with Selena Gomez.
Yeah. We already said Lemonade Mouth. Camp Rock 1 through 3. You're a hater.
Camp Rock was definitely good. I'm just saying, like, but okay, y'all, be so for real. When you go back and watch the Disney movies, go back and watch Cheetah Girls. And then go back and watch Camp Rock. Camp Rock was excellent when it came out, but when you watch it now, it has some of the cringiest scenes.
But that it doesn't matter. Is what I'm trying to explain to you. Camp Rock, like, it's actually insane that you even try to put dirt on his name. It's actually insane. It's what I'm trying to tell you. You can go back to High School Musical and see cringy moments. You can go back to almost every Lemonade Mouth, I'm sure, and see a cringy moment.
I'm kidding.
No, I actually recently saw a cringy moment on Lemonade Mouth.
Yeah.
Camp Rock,
it was good.
Did its thing.
I'm not gonna
and it brought us music that was top level for its time.
I'm not going to fight you on it. I never said I was going to fight you.
Allison Stoner?
Yeah, she might be the best part of the entire thing.
The whole franchise.
I mean, she carried that franchise on her back. I don't care what anybody has to say. No, she has some corny moments in there, but I feel like at the end of the day, like, she was only doing
people were so focused on the Jonas Brothers. I was focused on her. Yeah, I was like, she's the real star.
She was the star. Yeah. I think she wins as the star of Camp Rock. Yeah, for real. She was an excellent dancer.
The freaking girl that was like the worst part of the movie, but her song at the end, "Look at me, look at you."
Oh my goodness!
It's never any.
She ate. She ate. I think it's just like, it's crazy. I know Camp Rock was all the rage growing up, and I definitely liked the movies.
Yeah.
It's just like, I think for me, I just have never been into like the campification of a show.
No, I live for that because I wanted to go to summer camp.
You like that.
I wanted to be a Girl Scout. I wanted to go to camp.
I hated camp. So like for me,
not like, I didn't like the camps that we went to because they were literally just, you're spending the day so your parents can like be free of you.
Yeah.
I wanted to actually go to like log cabins and stay for like the full month.
That would have killed me.
I would have ate that up.
I would have rather a camp somewhere that is like a little bit like, has like an indoor option, like just something that was a little bit more sophisticated for my liking.
I think to this day I would still do a camp.
Of course you would. Like for me, I like when I think about Camp Rock, I think about the people that I watched the movie for.
Yeah.
And they ate. The Jonas Brothers, come on. And the songs were definitely really good. Demi. Come on. Like I love Demi. Like it was a lot of like really, it was some stars in that show and some great music came up out of it. Mm-hmm. But I feel like, I liked the people that were in Camp Rock. Yeah. Therefore, for me, I can't put it as one of my top Disney movies.
Yeah.
Heard, though, if you would do that, understood. It won't be in mine. It won't be in mine.
And that's just, okay. Now, this next one is literally...
Now, this one could go in there.
This one is in there for sure.
Come on.
Nah, this one is in there. Wait, what was the other one that we named that was in there? We forgot to put it down on the... another Cinderella story.
You better type that.
Let me type that.
Not her being in 2 of like the top Disney movies.
Yeah, no, she ate. Wizards of Waverly Place movie.
Guys, that movie single-handedly like changed the course of like history when it came out.
Alex winning at the end over Justin was literally the gag of the century.
Gosh, it was a crazy
And
gag.
him like trying so hard. And then she wins. And then they're like, do I know you? Like, I wish I could help. And everybody fading. And she's like, no, please, you should have won this. You should have thought about that when you were battling that hard for that one.
But she was always going to be the one that kept her powers, though. But it's like, I think what I like so much about it is that they didn't just hand it to her.
Yeah.
She had to put in the MFing work.
I mean, they got there. First of all, they had to convince their parents that they were like their parents. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to trust you guys. But like, you guys have to do like this wizard battle.
Yeah.
They're in that little thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, they are fighting it out.
They were fighting for their lives. That was really
And he
crazy.
Justin was literally going to win. He was like on the way there. And then she like becomes like that. She comes out that plant. At the end.
Yeah. There was something. Yeah.
He's like,
and then she gets it.
Yeah.
I only remember like them running. And I remember like all the green in there. And I remember her crying at the end when she's like, no, like you're my brother.
Yeah.
But low-key, the other one just never stood a chance. What was his name?
not Justin.
Alex? Max.
Yes.
No, he never stood a chance.
He didn't stand it. Where did Jake C. Austin go? Because I loved him down.
What happened to Jake C. Austin?
And I'm like, where is he?
Where did he go?
And he was a good actor.
What happened to him?
Yeah.
Because not them doing this like Wizards remake and not bringing him.
No, like he literally is nowhere near it.
I think people wanted to see him more than they want to see everybody else. I wanted to see him.
I wanted to see him too.
I haven't seen him since the Fosters.
Yeah, and then they literally
Replaced him
with Noah Centineo.
Yeah, and gave him his big one.
Yeah.
No, they need to bring back JT Austin.
They do.
If you're hearing this, you need to make a comeback. Your fans.
No, like your fans want you. Where did he go?
I don't know what happened to him. No one has ever given a comeback.
Where did he go? Shout out Carrie
For real.
That song, I listen to that song all the time. Anyways,
we have never been more distracted.
It's because I haven't eaten and I'm also really tired.
Okay, let's run through these next couple ones. All right,
Okay, yeah.
Smart House. That was all right.
That was a good movie. If you know, you know. We won't even spend time talking about this. If you remember the movie where, of course, in Disney Channel, the mother is dead. They move into that house. This was like a 90s movie.
One thing about Disney, they're going to kill a mother every single time.
Every single time the mom is dead, they move into the house that has like the smart mom like inside the house.
Yeah.
She like becomes their mom.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, so Smart House was, it was good. Like I think I was saying, Disney is always killing the mom off. That's how you know it's a Disney Channel original.
Yeah.
Because the mom will be dead.
One of the parents,
100%.
it's not just one of the parents are gone. The parent has died.
I don't know who they were relating to. I mean, that definitely has happened to people, but they didn't have to make every movie like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of depressing. All right, Hannah Montana movie. Such a good movie. Really, really, really good. I mean, she only had one movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. I liked it. I loved the whole, we're some Southern girls.
We are some Southern girls.
So if y'all don't know,
we're Southern Belles.
We're Southern Belles for
And
sure.
that movie spoke to me.
You're not gonna hear it in our accent, but we are definitely some Southern girls. So I really love that she went back home.
Yes.
Yeah, she found herself on the farm.
On the farm, yes.
Because that's where you're gonna find yourself.
That's where you're gonna find yourself. You're gonna have your best moments on the farm.
Yeah, it's not at a resort. It's gonna be on the farm.
It's gonna be on the farm.
Yeah, that was really good. The scene where she's going through that thing, literally for 5 full minutes.
5 minutes changing. That was cinematic excellence. I don't care what anybody says.
It was really
people
good.
are making fun of that scene on the internet. That was a great scene.
Really good.
To this
Shout out
day.
to like the director, like he did his big.
Shout out to the music in that.
Very good.
What? Because I'm sorry, the climb itself is like, come on.
Oh my
but
gosh,
Butterflies Fly Away. That song had me gagged when I heard it for the first time.
I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't put the climb on when you're going through a hard time, you clearly don't want to climb up out of that situation that you're in. That is a very moving song, even to this day as an adult. Like, I liked it as a kid, but as an adult, I'm like, wow, she really
ate. But I just like, as you know, I like folk music.
Yeah.
Some of y'all don't know that about me, but I literally, like, I eat folk music down. I'm not a country music girl.
Yeah.
But I like songs that sound like y'all are sitting on the porch playing instruments and somebody's just singing.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I really liked that Butterfly Fly Away song.
Really good.
Because I love Southern songs like that because it's so simple and it just sounds like something that somebody, like, was just humming and was like, let's turn this into a song.
Real, I liked Pop It, Lock It, Polka Dot It,
And she find it.
Hip Hop It.
We used to know that whole
So
dance. Remember we had to
crazy.
learn that dance?
We did. I can't
elementary
remember what
school?
for, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth it. I don't know why
still
she
remember
had the hip hop part to it.
Yeah.
Girl, I keep thinking of so many things. It's like off camera, but yeah, she, like, we'll be talking about that later.
Yeah.
She ate. That was a really, really good movie. I don't know if I'd put the Hannah Montana movie in my top 5, but gotta give some respect.
That's insane. Okay. I'm sorry. Anyways. Princess Protection Program. Not Selena Gomez going 3 for 3.
I'm not even joking.
She might be.
Selena is the people's princess when it comes to Disney Channel.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't care about how you feel about her now, but on Disney, she was running that shit for real.
Yeah, she was.
She was running it. She was running it across the board.
She was.
With Wizards and then the movies that she was in, because she had a range. She had a range. She was
ran a tight ship.
Yeah, a wizard. She did the Princess Protection. And I also think the Princess Protection program was so good because they were such besties in real life.
Yeah.
And that was the last proof of that.
That was the last proof.
Yeah.
But also, like, their friendship, even in the movie, was so
Really beautiful.
It was her being gagged over that guy that she liked since, like, elementary school.
Oh,
And then, like, him, did he like Demi Lovato or something? Or, like, he just wasn't going to us?
Demi, right?
Demi was the person.
Yeah. I think it was also really interesting because I feel like they always gave Selena, like, if it's Princess of the Popper, she was going to be the Popper every time.
Every time.
They wanted to give her a hard life. I guess she just played that role really well.
But she was also good. You remember that? I used to watch that movie all the time. I don't think it was a Disney movie, but it was, like, similar. Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
I used to watch that movie 24/7.
I thought she played a good diva.
Yeah, she did.
She was
good at playing.
She was honestly just really good. You know, apparently some people can't play the Popper role. They can't play the woe is me character. She can eat that character.
She eats it.
She can eat that character.
She knows how to do it.
She does, yeah.
That's how I like way. I've never had nothing. I had to get it out the mud.
Had to get it out the mud. Yeah. They're like, somebody call Selena.
Yeah.
They're like, we have a script for her. We have a role.
Script. But no, that movie was really good.
I really liked it. And then
a banger
why did
came
you
out.
put this movie?
Oh
Why
my
did you put this
gosh.
on here?
I put it on here because I liked it.
This does not fit within the time frame. This is like literally 20 years after all the other movies.
Whatever. Teen Beach movie with Austin from Austin and Ally and Maya Mitchell. Are you kidding me?
You know what's crazy? I think I didn't watch the full movie.
And
that was you.
Lost. It has some good music.
I believe you.
Good music on that.
I really liked him. What's his name?
You're the one who likes him. Now we gotta Google it. Austin from Austin and Ally. You literally followed him on Instagram for like a long time.
I followed him when he was dating that black girl. They broke up. I unfollowed him.
That is interesting because usually people Rosalind. Usually people follow people.
He was giving a specific something during that time. You know how that goes.
He's still giving something.
Not the same thing he was giving when they were together. It's different.
How old is he? Oh, he's 29.
He's definitely a white boy that's got a little something. He got a little pep in his step.
Yeah.
What y'all think? I think he got a little pep in his step.
Yeah, he has a little something.
He does. I think he's.
It's just okay though.
No,
he kind of low key looks like what's his name?
Who?
Evan Peters in these photos right here.
Kind of. Yeah.
Just a little bit. Like
Yeah,
he could be Evan Peters' like younger brother.
He could be his younger brother. Evan Peters is so hot.
Yeah, Evan Peters is fine.
And I think Ross is hot too. But it's definitely like a different vibe.
Yeah.
He's got a little something. I would definitely. I would explore that. I would pursue it, then I would explore it. Yeah, for sure.
Explore me.
Oh my god.
What? Speaking of that, I just recently watched Juno fully out for the first time.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
I've seen like bits of that movie constantly because like I'll put it on and then fall asleep. Even growing up, like it would be on, I'd watch like 20 minutes of it, but literally never watched the full movie.
Yeah.
Finally watched the full movie and it was good.
I believe you.
And you know, because I don't like the main character of that movie. I can't stand anything that he's in.
Yeah.
But
Person's name.
the
Can't get it together, y'all. We starving over here.
literally, but the main character and Juno, at that time she was a woman. I did not like her in the movies that she was in. It was just, you know, somebody
Page.
Ellen Page. It's just the face. You know, people just have like a face that just bothers you.
100%. But I think Elliot Page, I would be a little bit more interested in watching him.
Yeah.
I think that the transition needed to happen because I feel like
the characters that she played were always woe is me characters.
They definitely.
And Juno, she wasn't like that. So I was like, okay, even though there were some scenes where she was kind of like woe is me, but like it was always like helpless.
It was very helpless.
And that, I think I couldn't watch. Like on the freaking Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're
bad.
so off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hated her down.
Yeah, I really like it. It was just too. It was like you knew when this person comes on this stage, you knew what they were gonna give, and it was the same thing every time.
Yeah,
and it was zeros across the board.
But I wonder, like Elliot,
I haven't seen Elliot.
I wonder what he's.
I wonder what he's gonna do. He's gonna shake some shit up for
what
sure.
his vibe is.
Apparently, like he comes back to the Umbrella Academy as Elliot.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm sure that was a whole different.
Oh yeah.
Like I sensed a different vibe.
We literally watched that full first season and we're like, hell no.
It was like it ends here.
It ends right here.
It ends here.
Yeah.
That was the end of that chapter.
Yeah.
There was no need to watch the second season.
No. I can't believe they're on like season 4 now or something.
I think it's done. But yeah, I do think that they went to like season 4.
Yeah.
It wasn't it. It stopped giving. Guys, I'm so sorry. Let's finish this up.
And so now let's do our rankings.
What are we gonna do? 1 to 5?
I think that
1 to 5. I think 10 will be too much.
Yeah.
What would you put as number 1? The thing is that we're just not going to agree.
Let's not even go like one at a time. You just say your top 5. I'm going to say my top 5.
Yeah, because we're just not going to agree.
Because now, like, this is a little inner...
You didn't put the one on here. You did not put Another Cinderella Story.
I did.
Okay.
It was down near the wizard.
So I have to put, for me, just for like culturally speaking, I'm not even culture, just for like significance, Another Cinderella Story was my favorite. Definitely. I think I'm going to have to put that one at number 1. Mm-hmm. Number 2, I got to put Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior. I understand. Y'all going to have a different list, but this is what was for me.
Yeah.
Number 3, I think I'm going to put... dang, I feel like I'm betraying some queens on here.
No, it's so hard.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm betraying people because I want to say... Wizards? Like Wizards of Waverly Place, maybe?
I can definitely name 5 movies. I don't know if they'll be in order though.
Yeah, maybe like just name them out because I'm like I'm getting
I'm gonna
Sky
do top
High,
5, but just know that my stuff switches all the time.
Yeah, I think I would feel like I would be so stupid to not. I have to put Sky High on there, and then I can't think of a 5th. Oh my gosh, looking at this list, and then I think I'm gonna have to finish it off with Oh no, that Proud Family movie was really good. I think I'm gonna have to finish it off with the Proud Family movie for me.
Okay. I think for me,
you gonna say some foolery? I already know it. Go ahead.
Don't even try me like that, girl. Oof. This is so hard.
Yeah.
Okay, at number 1, I think I'm gonna have to come in at. Lord, this is so hard. I can't even choose. Okay. Number 1 might just be
the way that we're going to time crunch because our piece is getting here in 3 minutes. You gonna have to wrap this up.
No, I know. I'm trying to wrap it up. I'm sorry, y'all.
Just say anything. You said you wasn't going to do it.
I know. I want to say Another Cinderella Story, but I feel like I'm going against like certain other ones on here. So I'm going to just name 5. I don't know if they're in the right order. So I'm going to say Another Cinderella Story, Proud Family movie for sure, Twitches 1 and 2.
Okay.
Twitches, Sky High is probably definitely at number 4. And then maybe just for the amount of times that I watched it, I might go with Princess Protection Program.
Okay, yeah, I think that's fair.
That movie like over and over again.
I think that's fair.
Like people are probably like gagged at the fact that we didn't put High School Musical or any of the Camp Rocks in there. But I feel like I love those movies down. But at the end of the day, like who was not watching those movies? It wasn't like it was like so near and dear to my heart.
Yeah,
it was like this is what's on. Like I loved it down. Mm-hmm. Like the connection I had to Another Cinderella Story. And
those things were just different. Like, they felt more personal. They felt a little bit more unique. Yeah. Did we even mention Cadet Kelly?
No, we didn't. But
honorable mention. It was a really good show.
Yeah,
I meant the movie.
That was a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Okay.
It made me want to join the military. So that was really big on propaganda.
And that's our show.
And we'll finish right there.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to comment what your favorite Disney movies were. Yes. And how you guys like our list.
Yes.
Be nice.
Yeah, we desperately need to hear from you guys.
And comment your own lists down below.
Top 5.
Top 5.
All right. Bye.
Bye.